Cheers. Welcome to Almost Rich, Almost Famous with Bets and Bridge. We just had a little laughing attack.
We're back.
I know. Ooh.
Poet
Didn't even know it.
What'd I say?
I said, had a laughing attack, and you said, but we're back.
Oh, you're a poet. You didn't even know it. Like, could you be any cornier? Actually, you could. I've seen you.
See, when people say I'm corny, they always say that, but they're always laughing at everything I say. I'm like, well, I'm obviously kind of funny.
Yeah, not me, though.
You laugh.
Not always.
I mean, the only time you don't laugh is when I call you stinker. That's it.
Yeah, it's not funny.
That one. I'm not
It's,
trying to be funny. Sometimes you're being a stinker.
It's just silly.
Oh my god. Well, maybe this is the reason why I'm still single, you guys. We haven't done like a relationship update in a minute with me, and it seems like people are curious. Actually, they're not, but
yes, they are. You know what? People ask me all the time, which I think is so inappropriate. By the way, I hate when people do this.
Okay.
They're like, "What's going on with Bridget? Is she dating anybody? She's just so pretty. She's so cute. She's so good. Like, she's all of these things. Why doesn't she have a boyfriend?" And it always irritates me because I'm like, I don't know, maybe she's like significantly happier without a boyfriend.
I agree with you. And it's starting to annoy me too, because people always assume there's something wrong. Like,
right.
So really, you haven't gone on a date in how long? Like, well, what's going on?
And
what's going on? I'm happy. That's what's going on.
You know, how was your husband, John? The last I heard, he was sleeping with a secretary.
Oh, Betsy.
No,
that's
but
never happened, but anyone I know.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm sure it's happened to a lot of people. I'm just saying, they want you to be in the same amount of misery that they're in, and people are mostly just nosy.
I actually agree with you. Most people that I know, friends, acquaintances, people I just met, typically all they talk about is their relationship and how miserable they are.
And then they ask you, and then they're like, wait, but where's your man?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I don't want to end up like you.
Yeah.
So I'm cool being happy.
Okay, well, stop beating around the bush. What is the update?
Well, nothing. So guys, there you have it. No, really, nothing's been going on, but we've been busy. There was a time I looked at my schedule. I'm like, I have not had a day off in 29 days. Literally, day in and day out, something with work. But it's all been exciting. It's either for Almost Rich, Almost Famous, or something with our normal day-to-day job, which we're not going to be doing much longer.
Okay, you know what people say, though? People say people say that if you wanted to make time, you would. And I think that if there was somebody amazing, you would make the time.
Yep.
You've just met a whole bunch of duds.
I agree. And I say that too when people give me the excuse, I just have so much going on right now, but I promise I'll get in touch. You make time for the people you want to make time for. I don't want to make time for any of these duds, as you like to call them.
I agree. And I think this time off for you, this was a time for you to get in touch with yourself, learn about yourself, make yourself happy. Yes. I think this time was very much needed.
It was. And so someone recently asked me, basically it was a dude, and he was a little upset that I was not giving him the time of day. And I'm not mean, so I'm never going to say get over it, I'm not interested. So I typically do use the excuse, I just have so much going on. I literally haven't had a day off. And he's very persistent and just keeps following up. He's like, I just don't get it. Is it something with you that you're not giving me the time of day? And then I get mad. Don't turn this around on me there's something wrong with me because I don't want to go out with you.
No, it's you, dude. It's your fucking face.
Yeah, or your height.
Or your height. I was going to follow up with, it's your height, sir. Sorry, it's your height.
Definitely
Maybe
your height.
you should be more blunt with people.
Well, I kind of am when it comes to height. Sorry.
you
and then people get so mad. God, you're so shallow. I'm like, I will literally date. If you treat me right and you're ugly.
You're ugly as fuck.
As long as you're 6'5",
you're
cool.
7 foot tall, cool.
Great, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I got one non-negotiable. But he asked me a question and says, what's your number one love language? So maybe I can try to win you over. I'm like, well, my biggest strength is winning people over. However, I actually don't know what my number one love language is. I've never taken that quiz test.
Yep.
I'm assuming you have.
I know the one. Okay, so let's talk about what a love language is. Okay?
Yeah, because I really didn't know.
The term love language refers to the way that a person prefers to express love to and receive from a partner. The term is now often used generally to refer to many different methods of expressing love.
And this is a serious question. So whatever your love language is that typically how you give love then too?
Yes.
But sometimes you're not always the same. So is it better to find someone that has the same love language as you or opposite?
Oh, I think it's let's say you and I are in a relationship.
Yeah,
okay.
which you kind of are.
Okay.
A working friendship relationship.
A
But
friendship
even though,
relationship.
okay, I mean, I know I'm segueing, but time out.
Oh, God.
Every time you introduce me, this is my girlfriend, Bridget, like people like sometimes get confused. You need to say like, this is my business partner and best friend.
Yeah. You know, I am not responsible for their feelings. However they take it is how they take it. This is my girlfriend, Bridget. I like to keep people on their toes.
Well, and people are on their toes because like, well, we look at her social media and like her background. Bridget hasn't dated anyone in a minute.
Yeah.
Are her and Betsy having an affair?
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Stay tuned.
Oh. Okay, back to love languages.
Okay, back to love languages. So what was I saying before I was really interrupted?
So you gave us the definition, and I asked, is it typically you have to be the same?
No, I don't think you need to be the same. I think the whole point is understanding. Like, so if I know your love language is X, then I can show you love in the way that you want to receive it.
Gotcha.
So I think that's the whole point. So, okay, let's talk through the love languages first. Okay, so there are 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Acts of service, which is performing actions that makes your partner feel loved and appreciated, such as helping with chores or doing errands without being asked.
I like that one.
Okay, so that's a good one. That's the first one. Gifts, giving thoughtful presents to your partner. Second one. The third one is quality time, spending time with your partner and giving them undivided attention. Number 4, words of affirmation, giving your partner compliments and telling them how much you care about them.
You got anything to say to me today?
Nope, I want to continue on. 5 is physical touch, kissing, hugging, holding hands with your partner. Okay.
I took the quiz.
How old are you? In your 30s? You fucking took the. I've been took this quiz when I was like 15.
And they're the same? Your love language is the same?
Oh, my love language has always been the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't even think I knew what love was at 15.
Oh, I did. I was in love in fucking kindergarten.
Ew.
Oh yeah, I loved boys my whole life.
I like don't even think I had my first kiss till I was like 17.
Like you're just a real late bloomer. Man.
I actually agree with you, Betsy.
Well,
I know we keep going off subject. I want to get back to love languages, but I'm going to start saying that to people when they ask me, like, God, you're not dating anyone. Listen, I didn't get my license till I was 20.
Weird.
I didn't have my first kiss till I was 17.
Very weird.
I didn't lose my virginity till I was like 20 something. Like everything has been late. So for me to be like with the person that maybe I'll be with the rest of my life, it probably won't happen till I'm like 35 or 40.
That's actually true. It's like a little too early to assume
Yeah.
for you. That's
I'm like
true.
I'm mentally still like 25. So
Yeah.
I got time.
You have a lot of time.
I'm a young buck.
I mean, if you want kids, you don't have like that much time, but yeah.
go.
Okay. All right. So we thought it would be fun to ask each other let's see if we can guess each other's love languages.
I feel like mine's easier than yours.
I think you're going to be shocked with mine.
Really?
So, okay. So also let's preface this by saying like my love language with a significant other with Sunny may be a little different than my love language with you.
I feel like mine's pretty much the same across the board.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess yours.
Yeah, I think you.
I'm gonna rate them in order.
Okay.
So your number 1 love language is 100% words of affirmation.
Yep.
You're so predictable.
But why do you say that though?
Because
do I put it out there like, Betsy, can you give me? You tell me I'm like loved today.
No, but a little bit. Like I know that about you.
Yeah.
You don't need me to tell you look pretty,
right.
But you like to hear like, wow, Bridget, you did a good job. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Like it's that. It's not like, oh my God, like your hair looks amazing. You're so perfect. It's not that. It's like oh my God, at the Browns game, you were so good on the field.
Yes.
Like that kind of stuff. It's words of affirmation.
And I think that's probably why I'm such an overthinker. If you like don't say a lot or like you're being like, in my mind, you're being short. And I'm like, are you mad at me? And you're like, no, you weirdo. Like I'm busy working. I'll see you wherever we're meeting.
Yeah.
And then I see you. I did yesterday. I'm like, you're acting weird. I thought you were mad at me. And you're like, you fucking lunatic. I was just saying I was busy. I was in DC. Like, and I'm like, oh, okay. So like that, when I think of words of affirmation, it's that too. Like if I don't feel like you're giving me undivided attention and you're being short in your text, I'm like, all right, well then just like don't talk to me right now.
See, like it's not even necessarily words of affirmation with you. It's just words. Like you just like a lot of fucking words all the time.
Say a lot.
Like you like to say a lot. You like to receive a lot.
Yeah.
Like so like when we're texting and I text like I give you a thumbs up, you're like, well, what? Are you like mad? Like what do you need me to say? Like you just like words just in general. So, okay. So
that's we just both figured that out.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay. All right.
So yes, you're correct.
Okay.
But I will say, so when I took this quiz, they break it up in percentages, like this much, this much. My number 1 and number 2, they were only like 3% apart. So they were pretty close.
Okay. Your number 2 is quality time.
And you know me well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Do you like to just have your time,
and
your attention.
Quality time is your number 2. Which like, I think those are so like right on for you.
And I'm a lunatic. This is what I know I am, like crazy.
Yeah.
And when I like you a lot, like I want to spend a lot of time with you.
Yeah.
So like days if we don't have something planned for ARAF and you're like, well, hey, do you just want to grab a drink after work? I'm like, really? Okay, yeah. Because like I just feel so loved that you want to spend your free time to still hang out with me, even though we spend every waking moment together. Like you want an extra social night with me, and I'm like, yes.
If like competition was on here, like you're also a very competitive person. It's not though. Okay, so those are your main 2. I would say I'd follow those up by acts of service.
Yep.
Is 3.
Yep.
Gifts is those are tough. Gifts and physical touch are last.
You know me so well.
Yeah.
You got it all in order.
Yeah.
So top 2 are real close, like 1 or 2% apart. Acts of service, probably like 7% below or than that. Physical touch was 2%.
Yeah.
Like I don't like when people touch me.
Okay, this goes back to my theory though, which we'll get to.
My theory? I
have just like a theory on like really friendships. Do you want some sunglasses?
Kinda.
Yeah. Okay, now is your turn to guess mine. What is my number 1? You're not going to get it. Think of me with Sunny. Like that's what I was basing this off of.
Physical touch?
Yes.
Number 1.
Well,
I was going to say that, but then you were tricking me by saying it's not something you would think. I'm like, when I think of you and Sunny, I 100% got physical touch. You get that like weird thing, and you're like, oh, I just love you so much, and you like bite his cheeks off. Like
actually bite his cheeks off.
That, and like again, you show your love the way that you want to receive it. So I assume physical touch because you literally are a weirdo and like squeeze him and kiss him all the time.
Okay, so a couple things I'd like to point out.
Okay.
When Sunny and I go to sleep, our feet are always touching.
I know.
Like it doesn't matter like where we are in the bed. Like
don't you usually put your leg over him and he just holds your foot?
Yeah. Well, I scratch his back and then I put my foot over him and he massages my foot every night.
And I mean, do I look bad in these sunglasses, Rob? Is that why?
No, I'm looking out.
Yeah, that's bad.
I'll be here for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Great.
Nice. Okay, so that's definitely my number 1. I don't know if you've ever realized this about me, and somebody told this to me one time in a professional setting. When I'm talking to people, I touch them.
Yeah.
Like I touch their arm.
Yes.
Like if I laugh, I'm like, oh. And it's not like in a flirting way. It's just like people, I mean, most people, maybe not you. Most people like that like connection.
Well, I will say, even when we're on sales meetings together and sometimes you catch yourself if we've just met them and you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay. I know I'm a toucher. And most people are like, oh my gosh, no, great. Me, if someone's like, oh, and like kept like, I'm like, okay, like get off.
Yeah, but I think most people want to be touched by me.
I know.
Like, don't you? Like if you were a toucher, I feel like people would like want to be touched by you. It's not like you're like repulsive. Like they're like, I'm sorry. Sorry, ma'am. Please don't touch my arm.
This is like why you're good at knowing people's love languages, because I feel like you don't touch me a lot.
I don't.
I think you know like I don't like it, so you just don't do it.
But like sometimes if if we're like talking about something serious, I'll like touch you if we're like in a fight or something.
I always know when you're drunk. This is I'm a big believer in the truth comes out when you're drunk. So this is why I know you love me, because when like you're more drunk than me, which is like not a lot. It's pretty rare. Mm-hmm. And you'll come over and like you'll like just like touch my like do one of those like on my arm. Mm-hmm. I'm like this, like that, or you'll like dance with me, and I'm like, oh, she's like drunk, and she forgets I don't like physical touch, but this is her way of showing me she really loves me.
Yeah. I am a toucher. I love to touch.
But now it all makes sense, because when I get drunk, well, I do this sober too.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, God, you're so pretty.
Yeah.
Now it's like words of affirmation.
Totally.
Like, I just love you so much. you're the best friend ever,
so
and
true.
you're like, okay,
But
yeah,
this
I
is
know.
what we're supposed to learn from this love language thing.
Yes.
I need to be telling you how pretty you are, and you need to be touching me.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
All right.
number one. Number
Number
two,
one.
I would guess for you, is it acts of service?
No.
Oh, gifts.
So, no, you're not. No, bitch. I love diamonds.
Quality
but, like,
time.
yes,
Number two.
Yes, quality time is number two.
I feel like you're not a big words of affirmation person.
I'm not.
Is that on?
I think like all like the last three are like tied for last. Like gifts, yeah. I mean, I'll take them. I'll certainly take them. But like anything I want, I typically buy.
Yep.
So gifts, words of affirmation, and acts of service. I think acts of service is actually last. Although I will say something. I feel like this is very important. I think we both had this growing up, which like we've discussed.
Yeah.
Our dads
I know.
would like scrape off our cars if it was snowing and we parked outside, like before, like started them and made them warm before we went to school.
Spoiled.
But that's an act of service. I actually do. Now, come to think of it,
You do like it.
I do like it.
Literally.
Well, how do you not like that?
Like, I don't even know. I get like scared to go through a car wash. Like, they're really tricky. You know, you gotta like get your wheels lined up.
Uh-huh.
Then they're like, put it in neutral. Now go. Now stop. And I'm just like, okay, I'm stressed out.
You know,
Like, I'd rather like my mom or my dad just like take my car, which they do.
agree.
That my mom does that. I come home, your car's looking a little filthy. Well, we'll just drive together in the restaurant, and I'll drive home and I'll take it through the car wash. Great, Mom. Perfect. Thank you.
Like I think you know what I think is tricky? Taxes. You want to know who does my taxes? My dad. It's
My dad cut
tricky.
me off there.
It's tricky. I want my dad to continue. I'm going to be 75, and my dad is going to be like sending somebody who's like still alive to do my taxes because I am like a total asshole.
My dad did cut me off there because he's like good with numbers, and he'd always help me. Then finally, he's like, Bridge, it's not that hard to figure out. You can literally get on like TurboTax or Tax Slayer and all this. It like walks you through step by step. I'm like, yeah, but you're so good at it. I feel like you need to do it. And then one year he's like, listen, they're due tomorrow. I'm not doing it. I'll help you. So he like, he enabled me for a couple of years, and then he's like, all right, I'm putting my foot down. Now I do my own taxes.
See, you know, maybe I do like acts of service more
That's
than
why
I actually
that's
like
why
paying.
I put it high for you, because
I don't like to
simple
do
things like
anything.
for me, like my light will be on for like 6 months that I need an oil change. You know what would make me so happy is
What?
if some like you needed to borrow my car and
Yeah.
you're like, oh my gosh, her oil change is on. I'm just gonna go do it for her. Like that would, I'd be like, wow, that was the nicest thing ever. So I do like
that's
access
true.
service.
Okay, so like my sister Gracie always says this. Her love language is gifts. Like she loves to gift people.
She's so good at gifts.
She's
too.
so good at gifts.
Oh my god, it's so interesting to find people's out. That's like usually
Yeah.
how they.
That's like how they show
Express it.
that's how they express their love.
Interesting.
But she'll always say, like, for example, if somebody tells me they're moving and they want me to help, like that's an act of service. Like you would expect, if I'm moving and I love acts of service, I would expect for you to help
you
me
box
move.
up. Yeah.
Whereas, like, she's like, I'll send a fucking mover. Like I don't like
Yeah,
I
you
like
don't
don't
wanna
need
do
it.
it.
I don't want to do it. So like I don't think people are always being assholes. I think it's just not their like love language.
Like, I would take that, though, too, if you were driving my car. Like, hey, I actually don't know how to get your oil changed either, but I know it costs about, like, $40, so here's $40.
You know, I think truly, like when you're, like, looking for a dude, you need to find somebody who wants to take care of your fucking car.
I think
Like,
that's
just
it.
Change my oil, get the shit washed, put some money in the console for gas. Like, just help me take care of my car. I don't even need, like, I'm never touching you. We don't even need to touch. Just take care of my car.
Maybe put some quarters in there when I got to get a
You
meter.
just gotta-
I never have quarters.
You really don't.
I know.
You never have quarters.
That's interesting.
Okay, so but when it comes to friendships, I do think that like I don't touch you as much. Like I think that's why I'm saying my theory is that people express their love differently to friends. So like I understand it's confusing when I tell people that you're my girlfriend, but like really I'm not touching you nearly as much as I touch Sunny.
I know. You don't actually ever touch me, which is great. I don't like to be touched.
All right.
Oh, the other thing you do when you're drunk is you come in because you're little, you know, you're short and I'm tall. You come in for the hug and you just like hug me and like your head is like basically like below my chest because you're so small.
I like a little side
Yeah.
like under the armpit
Yes. And
situation,
then you, like, come
pending
in.
if you shower that day, but it doesn't actually matter because you know I don't care.
True. Did you shower today, by the way? You do look freshly clean.
No, I didn't.
What do you think about me?
I think I heard you say it was a shower day today.
Yesterday. Just one day passed.
Like, okay, this is a good question, I think. This is a nice hypothetical.
Okay.
Okay, so like Your significant other's love language is cleanliness.
Oh, well then we're not gonna work.
So you're
Or I trick them. You know I'm good at tricking.
Okay,
people.
no. In this situation, you can't trick them.
Ugh,
Okay, so
no.
just wait. Listen to the story. So you meet somebody who
Oh, here she
literally
goes.
is like
Here she goes.
6'5",
Mm-hmm.
muscles, crazy,
Okay.
just crazy muscle man. Like a big head of hair. Funny. He is funny. He has money.
Yeah,
like
great.
he's
Checks
the
all
one.
the boxes.
All the boxes. Everyone. But his love language is you have to shower every day. Sorry, just every day, only for 2 minutes.
Oh, well, that's easy. I could do that.
Oh, okay. And you
I thought you were saying like wash your hair. Every
No,
day.
you don't
I
have to
would just
wash
have to
your hair.
explain to him like it's actually not good for me. Like if I have to wash my hair every day, it's not good for my scalp or my hair.
okay, but
true.
you have to body shower every day.
I mean, it's annoying, but I would. If it's only for 2 minutes,
You're
that's
such
easy.
a lover. You want to find love.
Oh,
You
I
are
mean-
ready.
No, I want to go that far. But if he's the man that you just described, and all I have to do is like wash my body for 2 minutes a day, I mean, could be worse. I think it could be worse. Which, by the way, our last podcast, it really did like kind of raise hell. I got so many texts about people like, wait a minute. Did I hear that correctly? You don't shower every
Did I
day?
hear that
well, like, what's it
correctly?
to you? Like, you never walked by me and thought I smelled, have you? Well, no, but like people were really bent out of shape that we don't shower every day.
You know, and I actually had a lot of people who reached out to me, like girlfriends of mine, and they're like, just so you know, I shower every day. And I'm like, I actually don't give a fuck.
They're trying to prove
Did
themselves.
you know?
Yeah.
Did you know I didn't shower every day? And like,
No.
did you care? Like, are you like
Yeah.
you don't want to hang out anymore?
I want to be like, well, I feel bad for you that you have to shower every day or else you're going to smell bad.
Yeah,
Not me.
yeah.
Train my skin, train my scalp, looking fresh all day, every day. And who knows the last time I showered?
I don't.
It was
I
yesterday.
have no idea.
Yesterday was the big day, you know.
Okay, let's get back to acts of service.
Okay.
Okay.
Great transition. Where are we going? Maybe that's it. Maybe this will actually probably,
What?
it would be a good thing for my partner if I'm like, listen, I hate showering, but if you want to wash me, great. And they have to like pick me up, put me in the shower, and they wash me. They'd probably like that.
You're sick. Like
I actually wouldn't like that, but they would like that.
But in order for this all to happen, they have to pick you up.
No,
And, like they have to physically place you in the shower because you hate to shower so much that God forbid you step over that
I'm
threshold.
stopping
You
my nostrils
just-
from flaring because you made fun of me earlier.
They have to place you in the shower. It's like that person who's so out of their mind, high and drunk in movies, and they have to like put him in the cold bathtub, turn the shower on.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
I
Like
know, I agree.
like okay, for instance, yesterday was the big day. Hair wash,
It's a big day.
a full body.
It actually
shave.
is a big day. I know we're like making fun of it, but like it is a big day because you
know.
have a lot of hair, you have a lot of leg that you got to shave.
it's,
like
it's a whole process.
it's a whole process.
So the night before though, I heard that like coconut oil makes your hair like silkier. My hair gets like real dry, and so like I get breakage, and so I did the whole like coconut oil all over my hair and slept like that, and so I kept pressing like ignore into my alarm.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, no, I have to actually shower. I can't even like go one more day. Like I have like coconut oil in my head.
I mean, you could have slicked it back and put it in a bun.
No,
That's what I would have
no,
done.
no,
but-
no. There's just no way. And I was like, there's just no part of me that can fathom standing up, getting out of bed, getting in the shower, washing this hair. I was like, there's just no way I can't. But I had a meeting. I had to. In that moment, it would have really been beneficial. I had someone there to swoop me up, put me in
Throw you
there.
in there.
Yeah. And maybe like wash my hair for me.
Have you ever like showered with a dude? You're so fucking prude. I don't
Why
even know
would
what
you?
to do with
I
you.
know we're here having like a nice, calm love language, and you got to go there.
I'm just curious. Have you ever showered with a dude?
Yeah.
Oh, you're an adult, you fucking lunatic. You can have a shower with a dude if you want.
Do you and Sunny shower together?
I mean, we haven't in long. See, this is the
Because
this
you don't shower.
correct. Sunny like tries to talk sexy, like you want to get in the shower, just so I know that you showered today.
And you're like,
No thanks.
It's only been 3 days. I got 2 more to go.
It's fine. It's been a week. It's fine. Okay, so you have showered with a guy before. Sorry, I have to take.
Stop. What about it?
So
Jeez.
Bridget Linton, you have
Okay.
showered.
Betsy, stop it. You're being inappropriate.
Okay.
Oh.
So anyway, okay. So when you shower with a dude, do you like Are you actually going to answer my questions? Because if you're not going to answer my questions, I'm not even
I just don't know why we're here. Why are we at this
Because we're talking about showering and we're talking about love languages.
Gosh. Well, it's been a minute since I've showered with a guy, so I don't know. I'll try to remember.
Okay, try to remember. Like, so this is what I always think is weird when people shower together. I'm just going to say it. I think it's fucking weird.
What?
Like, I don't want to, like, wash you.
Me either.
But, like, when you showered with the dude, did you do that?
He liked to wash me, and I was like, yeah, well, here's the other rag here to do yourself. Again, I don't like physical touch, so I'm not going to touch you.
Like, so when we say, like, he wanted to wash you, he wanted to, like lube on your back, or
like,
what?
I think it's just an excuse to, like, touch you when you're naked. So it was, like, bare hands. What did Rob say over there?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this because this is what I don't understand.
You just want to make me feel uncomfortable. You know what my last love language is putting me on the spot and asking me about sexual things. I don't like it.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about you anymore. I'm just talking about people in general. Okay, let's take the pressure off.
You've never showered with Sunny?
Yes, I have. Yes,
okay,
I have.
Did you wash each
other?
other?
This is the other thing. Like when somebody's so much, like when you're laying down, you're kind of the same height.
God, that's what every short guy that hits on me says.
Well, it's
true. We lay down, we're the same height. I'm like, cool. Well, we're not laying down. We're standing. So
here we are saying, you know what you should compare it to? But when we're in the shower washing each other,
ew,
like it doesn't.
It's not like I'm a fan of doing that, by the way.
I know. Okay, I get it. You don't like to shower with dudes. I get it. Like everyone who's listening, Bridget does not like to shower with dudes. So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, the point is when like Sunny and I are laying down because he's 6'5" and I'm 5'3", we connect.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. When you're showering, it's really hard to
even make sense for you.
because then it's like a lift up situation and like, you know, like, I mean, I'd like to think I'm skinny, but I'm not. Like, you can't hold me for a significant amount of time, you know? So, like, it doesn't totally work that way.
Yeah.
But what I was saying about the washing was, like, sorry.
Yeah. No, I had something to say, but I don't want to go down that road, so.
It's okay. You can go down that road.
Well, I was just
it's
saying,
our own podcast. We can do whatever we want.
I know, but I don't like to talk about it.
Oh,
I was
okay,
just, like, saying, like, I understand, like, the pickup situation, but I think to other people, too, like, you're standing, like
you're saying like a blowjob situation?
No, I meant
I'm
like
not that short.
No. I meant like from the back, but again, it wouldn't work because Sunny would have to like basically be like squatting, like all the way to his like.
And he has great thighs, but like there is no time. It's just too much.
That's way too much.
So like that doesn't totally work for us.
Yeah.
But I do like I remember when Kim Kardashian and Reggie Bush were together, and he was like, yeah, I like to save water, so like me and her shower all the time. I thought it was super sexy, but like in real life, it doesn't work, especially with people like us who like don't want their hair to get wet and their lashes to get wet, and then you get like soap in your eyes, and it's like supposed to be sexy, and it's not.
It's just not.
And then like you're like, can you fucking move over? Because like I like the water a little like cooler. It's just a whole situation.
Yes.
Showering together is not as sexy as like people like make it
agree.
seem.
Unless you have one of those like crazy showers, like multiple shower heads and all that. Like you both like can be in warm water. If you're in a regular one, like, all right, switch me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. If you don't have a dual shower head,
yeah.
you don't need to shower together. It just like doesn't make sense.
Yes.
All right, good. I'm happy we agree.
Yeah, I don't know how we got there. So back to whatever we were talking about.
Okay, so this is the other thing I was saying. So like getting back to the acts of service, now that I'm like realizing how much I love acts of service, we have been talking. So one of our girlfriends is talking to a guy who has recently been released from prison.
Where she finds these dudes, I have no idea.
I know, me neither. Anyway, so we were talking about basically somebody snitched on him. Okay, and so he got all these years.
You know what I want to say.
Don't say it.
Okay. Can I?
No, she wants to say it. Say it. Just say it.
Snitches get stitches.
So Bridget asked me earlier today, she's like, why did you guys all laugh when I said snitches get stitches?
Yeah,
and I'm like, because what the fuck would you ever have to say snitches get stitches for? Like, what? Like when? Like at what point was that appropriate?
Is it inappropriate? Because I have like said that to my nephews.
No, it's not.
Like they come over to me like, yeah, Bridgie, Luke did this to me, and I'm like, all right, well, snitches get stitches, bro. So don't be like coming and telling on your brother.
I mean, I think if you were taught, okay, so let's say, for instance, you were speaking to this guy who got snitched on, who spent 15 years in jail, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you could say it to him, But I think you could say it to your nephew. So, like, I think it's just, like, you read the room.
Right, so that's when I said it, and everyone's like, what? And like, that was just weird coming out of your mouth. I'm like, what?
Okay, so anyway, let me get back to my acts of service. Okay, so say you and I get in some trouble together. Okay,
yeah.
You and I. And
like together, we both like committed a crime.
We committed a crime.
Okay.
Yep, we sure did.
Tag team.
Yep. Tag team the crime, and I am worse. Like I did the worst thing. Let's say,
you're the drug dealer and I'm the mule.
Yes. Okay, that's a great example. Wow. Wow.
Well,
I've been watching a lot of true crime lately.
No, I've watched We're the Millers 1 or 2 times.
Okay. All right, you're the mule, I'm the drug dealer. You get caught. Mm-hmm. They pull you over, and they say, if you don't tell us who the boss is, you're going to get 15 years in prison. Do you rat me out and don't fucking lie?
Well, I'm going to be honest where my first thought went to.
Okay, yeah.
Was, well, okay, if no matter what, I'm going for 15 years. Yeah, I'll tell on Betsy too, and then she can come to jail with me. We can hang out. We can, like, discuss, like, once we get out, how our podcast is going to go. Maybe we could, like, find a way to, like, smuggle a phone in and still record podcast, put it out to the public. We could just, like, be friends. In jail. I'd much rather, like, hang out with you than, like, probably the other, like, criminals.
That's, like, totally... So, like, that's, like, a very selfish reason. So you're implicating me because you want a fucking friend in prison.
Yeah. But I would hope that you'd, like, want the same. Like, well, I can't let her take 15 years when I'm, like, the main person. So I'm going to, like, commit myself, and we'll just, like, be in the same little, like...
I'm going to commit myself?
Be in the same
turn myself
area.
in? You're not going to be put in the same fucking area. They're going to keep us separate because they know we're going to come up with some other bullshit
well,
while
then, yeah,
we're in together.
No, I wouldn't tell on you, though.
15 years of your life. You're getting 15 years.
I mean, I don't know if I'm in that situation, but right now I'm saying, no, I wouldn't. I don't want to get stitches. I'm not going to snitch.
Oh, you would, too. I would send somebody, like, for you.
Would you, like, feel bad that I got 15, though?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, this is what I would say to you. I would say, listen, if you want me to say I'm the one, like, I'm happy to do it. Actually, that's not true. I probably would just say I'm the one. Okay, I'm the one.
I feel like you would, too.
Then you get your plea deal for fucking 2 years, and I'm there for 40.
And then I would spend the rest of my life figuring out a way to bail you out. I would.
Like, as you're doing, like, Miss America pageants, you're, like, on the side. Like, also, like, okay, but still need to get Betsy out of prison.
Hey, listen,
fucking went about your life.
Listen, my charging just, like, went up. Like, if you guys want me to do anything, it's, like, $100,000 each time.
Betsy needs some money on the books. She needs to get them ramen
She forever
noodles
needs
for
money.
dinner.
Whether she's out of prison or in prison, she always needs money. So, like, come on. None is ever enough.
I actually, if it were me, I don't think that I would, but I think it's a very select group of people. It's like probably like 5 people I can think of.
That you would not snitch on.
Correct. Because listen, 15 years is a whole fucking long-ass goddamn time. Certainly I can't have kids at that point.
Well, yeah.
You know, so like, whatever. I don't know. So that's an act of service.
I mean, that's like one hell of an act of service, but
that is a hell of an act of service.
Yeah. I know. Well, I don't think we're ever going to be in that situation.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, I feel like
you never know.
We're pretty like stand-up citizens.
One of us is.
You are too.
No, there's like nothing you can put past anybody. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of having like, a lot of money, someone asked. Well, people ask all the time, like, well, what's going to happen when you guys like are rich and famous? What are you going to name the podcast? What I've realized is I don't think like enough fame is ever going to be enough for me, and like there's no amount of money that's ever going to be enough for you.
So you know what? It's going to be on my Instagram. Like when we like continue to get more rich and famous, I'm going to put in my bio, almost rich, almost famous with my other half at Bridget Linton. You know, people are like obsessed with like putting their partners in their Instagram, which I think is another love language.
I was going to say that's a whole other love language.
You literally either put my name as your girlfriend in your bio or I fucking kill you.
Or like your Instagram page is all you. No, you need to put me on your Instagram page a little bit more. They should update these love languages to like the current day situation because social media is so big. People literally get in fights about it. Like, why haven't you posted me?
You know, like, I actually have something to say.
Oh.
Rob right here. Yeah. I'd like to bring Rob into the conversation, if you don't mind.
I mean, he's doing, speaking of an act of service, Rob is blocking the sun, so it's not in my eyeballs right now.
It is an act. His arm has to hurt so bad. of service.
That is not, I mean, that is acts of service
Okay,
times 10.
but Rob, even so, I'm putting you on the spot because the other day, Rob and I were talking about some dude who like reached out to me. Okay. And I was like, yeah, like I feel like I've been totally professional this whole time. Like I've never been weird.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he was like, wait, you have a dude? And I'm like, well, yeah, what do you mean? And he's like, well, I can't even believe you're corresponding with me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. Like I fucking correspond with dudes all goddamn day.
Yes.
Like
It's
you're
like
a
part of our
fucking
job.
idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, and Rob was like, well, let me see. Looks at my Instagram, scrolling up and down. He's like, well, I mean, you really don't post anything of Sunny.
Okay, Rob.
So I generally look at the top like 9 posts because if you're going to the page, then it's like a life. I feel like Betsy's page is like more like lifestyle, like when she's out or whatever.
Yeah,
and,
booty
like,
photos, lifestyle, hair, like
All of the
diamonds. Yeah, yeah.
From a guy perspective, like that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna gauge it. Like, all right, so when was the last date that they actually posted? All right, a lot can happen.
All right, well, Rob, I'm gonna go to your Instagram. I feel like yours is all
No,
like
totally.
all the fancy
Yeah.
photos you've taken.
Oh,
I don't
you
see
motherfucker.
your- I don't see your
motherfucker.
babe on your page very often.
So you're not wrong, but also mine's literally all photography. Like that's
Yeah, you slipped yourself in here a couple times.
Okay,
way better.
let me.
I'm like still scrolling. Nothing. Oh, finally. Okay.
What's the date? Give us the date of Rob's.
August 14th.
Oh,
It is November 9th.
wow.
And he's got
Looks
probably
like you're due, sir.
he had like probably 30 posts since then.
Okay, so let's get back to the point
Yep.
of this. So I will post stories of Sunny, like
Yeah.
when I'm out and about, and I'll post like him and I wherever. It's not like I'm trying to keep him from my page, but when I put something on my page, it is like the best version of myself.
It's your page.
It's my page. So, like, if there's something I think is really cute, then I'll post it of Sunny and I. Otherwise, I put the shit on my story. But I don't feel the need to put in my bio partner of at his name.
Well, and also like Sonny is not 5 years old and an insecure dude. So he's never being like, Betsy, why aren't you posting me enough? Like, he's probably like, why do you keep tagging me in this stuff? I'm not resharing it.
If a dude ever said to me, you're not posting me enough, he's like, I can't even fucking run fast enough. Like, you're such a loser. Like, get a life.
I remember that was the midst of 5 million fights I got into with Satan. That was a part of it. It wasn't the main fight. We got into it, and he's like, you think I'm an idiot? I mean, look at your Instagram. I'm not even on there. I'm like, and you wonder why. This is what we do behind the scenes. Your Instagram is like the happy moments in your life. I'm not happy with you.
Yeah.
What am I going to, I'm going to fake it to everyone and be like, oh my God, the love of my life. No, I actually hate you.
Actually, Bridget, that is what people do.
I know.
That is 100%. So when we're scrolling through Instagram, I think it always happens with athletes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, what's a position? Quarterback for whatever. Husband of so
Like the ring emoji.
Ring, yeah. Like
Ring
father
another-
of this dog. Like, you are fucking corny, and that bitch has access to your shit,
Yep.
and she put that in there. Because there is no goddamn way you use
Uh-huh.
that ring emoji. I know it. I just know it.
Literally, it's my tell-all. If I see a dude have that in there, I'm like, oh, he got caught cheating, and
Yeah.
his wife or girlfriend made him put that in
Yep.
there. So that all the side hoes that are
Yeah.
on there, like, oh, I'm the one.
Yeah.
And I'm
Guess
like,
what the side hoes are doing? Still DMing him.
And also,
Doesn't
he's
matter.
still DMing them.
Correct.
I know we've talked about vanish mode, but that like happened recently. And so a dude's coming in, sliding in the DMs. Immediately when I saw it was in vanish mode, I'm like, he must be married or engaged or have a girlfriend. Like, as soon as someone DMs me with vanish mode on, I know they're doing something shady. Sure enough, go to his page. Literally like a week prior, I'm like, daddy's girl, I just, my first kid. I'm like, you motherfucker, you just had a baby with your wife and you're DMing me in vanish mode. Like, get out of here.
And like,
I'm not the
what?
one.
And what about my face looks like I want to be a fucking stepmom? I don't, sir. Bye. Get lost.
Yeah, but I don't ever think it's that. I think they think that like, oh great, I can just get all these side pieces. Like, I'm not a side piece. No,
She's the real piece. She's the main piece.
I am the main portion of dinner.
Yeah, you really are.
Well, I remember one time my mom told me, I was asking like her how my mom and dad met.
You're the steak bitch.
That's what she said. She goes, you know, I was like, Mom, were you ever like jealous? Like, did you ever have like a jealous bone in your body? And she goes, you know, there was one girl I was jealous of, and it was, you know, a friend of your dad's, but she was always around. I just heard about her, but I never met her. She's like, and then finally when I met her, she's like, all jealous feelings went away. So I looked at her and I said, man, you are the fast food hamburger and I'm the steak. I was like, wow, what an analogy. Fast food hamburger. Mom,
Kath loves her a good steak.
Kath is the filet mignon, apparently.
Okay, would you rather that you guys break up. You and your partner break up.
Okay.
Would you rather that he goes for Cindy Crawford's supermodel like in the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I don't know, who's ugly?
I don't want to call
Or somebody ugly.
Yeah, okay.
Like somebody really ugly. Like somebody who's so ugly to the point you like don't even want to look at their face because it's like upsetting.
Ugly.
Me too. Like, what am I going to say if dude gets a Cindy Crawford?
I know.
I'm like, oh, you'll never get better than me.
Ooh, yeah, you kind of did a little bit, yeah. So I get it.
But people always say, well, like, at least if they pick somebody cuter, then, like, I know I was cute. I'm like, bitch, I already knew I was cute.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need the competition, truly.
And then it's, like, shocking. Like, well, I knew I was cute, but he was, like, a nightmare to deal with. And, like, that girl is, like, real hot. She's dealing with this bullshit.
Yeah. She is dealing with this bullshit because she knows she's going to get her name in his bio soon enough.
Oh, God. I would actually hate that. If a dude wanted to show his commitment towards me and was like, I want to be exclusive with you, like, you're the love of my life, and, like, I'm feeling the same way, like, thank you so much. I like that words of affirmation. And he's like, I love you so much. I'm actually putting it on my Instagram. I'd be like, all that shit I just said to you, I love you too. Out the window. We're breaking up.
1,000,000%.
Like,
that's so
horrifying.
so disgusting.
Even if it's like a post on a page, like say it's the anniversary, and it's like more than 2 sentences about, oh, we've been through our ups and downs.
And downs.
You've always been there for me. And I'd be like, delete it right now, or I'm blocking your number and we'll never speak again.
I totally agree. I think it's so gross. Like, people are like, Sonny's just very, like, stoic. And I'm like, that's how I like him.
Yes.
If Sonny was, like, expressing his love to me all day, every day, I'd throw up and die.
Yes.
It's so gross.
And then when he does, like, say something like,
then
hey, Bets, I love you, it's just like, oh, it means so much more. Like, wow, you just randomly felt that and needed to tell me. And also when you're, like, acting a lunatic, like, me and Burge are going to Vegas again. Hey, now we're off to L.A. And then he's like, all right. You need to relax. Then you're like, oh, shit. You never tell me what to do. So
correct.
Maybe I do need to relax.
I don't like anyone who's too easy to get. Yeah. It's like even after 20 years of being with him, if you're too easy and you're like, oh my God, I love you so much, you're so hot. I'm like, ew, you're so gross and annoying, and I hate you.
Why are you so obsessed with
me? I don't know if Sonny's ever told me I'm hot in my whole life, actually.
I know. I never heard it either. Like, he'll agree when I'm, like, doing my weird, like, drunkenness. Like, oh, she's so pretty. Or whatever. I'm like, Sonny, isn't she the prettiest? And he's like, well, yeah, of course.
But he's like she doesn't. And then he'll say, like, well, you don't need to tell her. It, like, goes to her head. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
No,
he still hates me, so I still like him.
You know what he actually says? It's like, you hear it every day, so I don't need to tell you.
He does say that. It's so irritating.
And you're like, yeah, but I only want to hear it from you.
And then he'll say it, and I'm like, ew, bye. Okay, I'm going upstairs. It's so
like, never mind, I take it back. No, we're not showering together tonight.
So, no, we're never showering together. Also, like, I feel like it goes to show that, like, relationships are fucking. You're still playing games like 25 years into the mix. So, like, stay single, bitch.
But I agree. But also, if I'm going to play games, I'd rather play your and Sunny's games than, like, Instagram bio situation, weird post on your Instagram, or, like, I actually hate my life because my husband or boyfriend is so annoying. Yeah. Like, I don't have to deal with any of that, actually.
You actually don't. It's so nice for you.
You're the only one I have to deal with, and it's been pretty easy.
All right. Well, you're going to be dealing with me coming up soon because it's my birthday.
I know. So this is like the situation. I've been talking about your birthday much longer than you have.
I know.
Again, this is acts of service, though.
What about it is
so like, well, I want to do something for your birthday.
I know, but
I think that love language test helped me. I know I'm a big birthday person, and like I want to make my birthday a big deal. Like in my mind, I'm like, it's the one day out of the year. It's like all about me. So let's just like make it.
That is not true. I feel like when you step on like the field for the Browns, like
it's not all about me. It's about the team.
But it's like you. It's still you. Like I feel like
it's the one day. It's all about me. Just me. Like, well, I mean, all undivided attention. Like, you guys have to tell me how great I am. You have to get me gifts. You have to hang out with me. You have to tell me how great I am. Like, all the things. It's one day. I expect it from everyone.
Wow.
And so, because I feel that way, I'm, like, wanting to do the same for you. I'm like, I block off the whole weekend for you, Bets. What are we doing? And you're like, I don't care about my birthday. Let's just, like, go get dinner and drinks. Like, what? We do that every day. Like, what do you mean? Let's do more. Literally, the love language helped me because I could tell you were getting frustrated with so many people that were asking you, which that means so many people in your life love you.
It's true.
And finally, I'm like, Honestly, Bets, I'm thinking of myself right now and how I enjoy birthdays. If you rather just stay home with Sunny and order pizza and eat it in bed, like, just tell me that. That's cool. And you said, I really appreciate you saying that.
I do.
I'll let you know. But I had to, like, switch. Like, it's not you, Bridget. She might not feel the same.
So well, I definitely don't feel the same. So when people were asking, like, oh, what do you want for your birthday?
I know what you want.
Oh, okay. Like, I told our friend Kiara, who can't see shit, like, put your glasses on. Like, I don't want to have to tell stories 20 times because you can't see who I'm talking about. Like, that actually really helps me. Like, you, I said, like, what did I say to you?
You want to get me like a security thing on my phone.
Oh, I want you to get the security thing on your phone. Because I don't want anyone to hack into your account and see all the bullshit I've been talking about.
Sending us both to jail for 15 years. Yeah.
I think I'm more of an acts of service person
than you thought.
Than I literally ever thought. Like, just like do an act of service so I don't have to deal with your bullshit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes.
Great.
Agree. But I also think that you would really enjoy some diamonds. You like to buy yourself some diamonds. I'll text Betsy, like, what are you doing today? She's like, I'm just leaving Bookman and Sun Fine Jewelry. I'm like, do you just, like, hang out there regularly?
Yeah.
Just to, like, go, like, check it out?
I'm like, oh, Josh, I was in the neighborhood at the UPS next door. Do you have any new pieces?
You're such a frequent customer now that he, like, texts you and is like, Bets, I got this new piece in, and it is so you. But he also knows me because I wanted to wear a piece of jewelry for the last Browns game. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to get you a ring, but it might be too big for you. I'm like, well, I'm going to be on camera, so go ahead, Betsy me up. Bigger the better.
Betsy me up. I really like that.
But that's like why Josh is the best, though, because he has something for everyone. So he knows you, like, okay, the bigger the hoop, the bigger the diamond, great. Knows me a little bit more simple, but I still want to be a little flashy.
You know the saying is actually the bigger the hoop.
No.
The bigger the hoe.
Betsy, that's not good for you.
I love a big hoop. Back in the day, of course.
Ooh, so you're a hoe? A little bit? Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, yeah. So I need to get back to Josh because he has a diamond bracelet that I need to start rocking pretty soon. Probably I'll just buy it. So that's what I'm buying myself for my birthday.
Well, if I had the money, I would.
I mean, it's whatever. It's like $15,000. So if you want to start like a GoFundMe, that'd be great.
Well, I did do something. So you always tell me that the other acts of service you would like me to do for myself is go to the doctor.
Oh, my God.
I kind of did this week, though.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
What kind of doctor?
A nurse.
What'd she tell you?
I went to Advanced Skin Renewal. And she said, hi, I'm the nurse here. I forget her name now. Okay. She was new. I said, lovely to meet you. And she looked at my skin and said, wow, your skin looks great, but I have some things that I would like to improve on. I said, great. So we did a photo facial. And it's like a heating thing. And so little blemishes, just like basically zapped them right off, made my pores smaller. And after I left, I said, I've been meaning to go to the doctor. I'm so thankful that you just helped my face.
Well, okay, so that wasn't totally the doctor I was talking about when I told you that I wanted you to do an act of service for my birthday gift. However, I am really happy that you got your face done because I know it makes you so happy and you like feel so like.
I don't like when you say you get your face done. Like, I haven't done anything to my face. I got like a facial.
Why are you so weird about getting your face done? I get my fucking face done and look at me.
True.
And like, can you tell I get my face done?
No.
Exactly. And that's what Advanced Skin Renewal is. She's not going to make you look like a fucking lunatic. Like, you just get your face done and you look like this.
I mean, my pores definitely look smaller. My skin looks a little more clearer.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, Betsy.
You're welcome.
That was words of affirmation. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Words of affirmation.
Okay, so you're going into another year of life. You're going to be dripping in diamonds. So. You're looking younger than ever.
Thank you.
We've got all the love language. So everyone listening, you know her love language now.
Is money.
When this episode drops, it's Betsy's birthday. Venmo. It's Betsy _bitch. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sounds.